We're live. Let's see if it tells everybody we are live. Here. Hello. Okay. Hi, Lily. I should have, guys, I should have put on my glasses. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Lindsay. Hello, Ness. Hello, Jamina. Hi, Edith. Okay, we have so many fun people here. I want to say hi. Yep, it did. Okay, good. Okay, go ahead and start putting your questions. Hi, Renee, your business questions below. I have definitely had a shift where I am focusing a lot on business, along with my nail art membership, along with my mentorship. Like, there's just been this huge shift, and I feel like people are afraid to ask questions. Hello, Glammy Nails. Hello, Vanity Beauty. Hello, Classy Claws by Lacey. Hello, Polish by Linz. So this is a free-for-all when it comes to business questions. I will be very upfront here. I am going to share about my mentorship that is starting tomorrow, but it is something that I so full-heartedly believe in that I can't not share about it. Like, Jamina is in it. She's starting here soon. Who else is coming here that's in it? Hello, Mama Walker. Hi, Club Polish. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Maddie. That's my Maddie girl. Maddie was an apprentice of mine years ago. She now runs her full-own six-figure business, including having students. So, I mean, if any of you have been in my mentorship program or have been apprentices of mine or anything you want to share as we go, your experiences, I feel like that is more powerful as we talk about business and anything, and specifically my mentorship. Okay, that aside, if you're interested in the mentorship, I need you to DM me or email me, because I'll talk individually with you to see if that's a thing. But let's do business today. Let's answer questions. Let's talk about things you're afraid to talk about. Please don't be. If you have a question, somebody else has a question about it. And if I can help you, I know this is like we're not working one-on-one, mentorship's 10 weeks, but if I can give you some meat here, I've had so many good conversations in DMs and on emails that I think we can share the wealth here a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna start scrolling for questions. And if you don't have questions, I have topics and ideas. So great to see you. Thanks, Ness. I love it. Okay, Renee, it's the busy, slow first quarter. I need reassurance I'm not alone. I have even felt this. It is always this way. There are a couple of reasons. It's not you. It's not you. And there are some things we can do to reassure you and to put strategies in place to make sure it doesn't continue, of course. But it's always this way because everybody condenses their appointments towards the holidays. Then we always have this weird lull in January. And then people start coming back out of the woodworks like, I spent money in the holidays, I can spend some money again. And as we launch into spring, this is the timing for like addressing our business. Things even out. But you have to make sure you have some things in place. Renee, I know you have quality in place. You've been in my classes. We have chatted. We are close. We have hugged. We have been in person. Your quality is there. What really matters is at this exact moment, you are focused on the clients you have in the chair because they are going to be your bread and butter as these next few weeks unroll and people start wanting holiday nails. They want spring break nails. They want to keep their nails through, all the summer. And I know there's an element of economy and people are scared, but I also need you to remember there's a lot of people who are not scared, not concerned. Their money isn't impacted and they have money to spend. And what's really interesting is I've noticed this shift to a younger generation who is ready to spend the money, who really, really want it. So when you're approaching something like this, when you're talking to your audience on Instagram, don't think it is only your 30 to 40s to 50s clients to 60s clients who are going to be those long-time loyal. Some of my very best clients, I started with them in high school. And as long that was exciting Was it because of the thumbs up? As long as you teach them your policies, your procedures, they can be loyal with you. I have had clients, Maddie was a freaking apprentice of mine in high school. They will stay with you and grow with you through the years. So I think that is one mental shift that has happened that is tricky to accept as nail techs because it's hard to trust. There are diehards. So know to not ignore them as you are speaking who you are on your social medias and as you are talking with your current clientele, that I want more people like you. I would like to incentivize, like, share my stuff. The younger kids, they're not kids. They're like young, upper teens, lower 20s. Lower 20s are usually that really good spot. They love attention. Attention is their currency. So tag those clients and then they'll share and then they'll share. There's a real, okay, so when times are like this where it feels thin, I know there's so many more questions. I promise I'm coming. Put them on there. Put the questions on there. We'll get through as much as we can. When things feel slim, when things feel unsure, when you're building a clientele, when you already have a clientele, but some people have fallen off. This is why I'm like, you're always building a clientele. This is why I have my Client Catalyst Mentorship where I work with you one-on-one and then in a super small group setting, like super small. Like there's not more than 5 or 6 people in there with you that we meet with every week and then we talk all week long. So if you feel called to that, you guys, I need you to DM me because we need to talk and see if it's a good fit. It has to be a good fit for both of us, both ways. But when you are tagging them or working on them, the currency of attention is so strong that you need to make sure you're capitalizing on that. I was saying one thing before that I got so excited about, and then it just left my brain. Oh, I remember. So during these seasons where it feels like, is this just me? What's going on? What's happening? There's a very fine line of personal and business. Very fine line. We have to tidy both of them up, meaning really clear business standards, but delivered in a way that is positive and works for both of us, okay? So clear line, good fences make good neighbors. The other part is creating a home for your clients. This is the part we're starting to miss. Everybody really leaned to business. My methods are a little different. I am very warm in my business. I am very personable in my business, but it freaking works. It freaking works to be yourself. So although when you hear things like, have your policies, have your this, yes, but you are losing. You've got to create that home for your clients. You've got to make the home base. They need to feel like you want them back. They need to want to come back. They need to feel like I come in your space and I feel this good energy. I feel like our salon is a fun energy and we purposely keep it open and working with everybody to kind of help promote that and keep that going. That's really important to us. But they need a home base. And if somebody is cutting back money, I built my business during the biggest recession that we have had. I made a home base. And guess what? It was in my front room of a 900 square foot townhome that we got stuck in because we bought it like a month before the huge housing crisis. People told their friends because they knew I wanted them there. I did the quality and they enjoyed their time, my positive conversation, all of that. So it's not just you. Okay. People saying they're dead this week. Hang on, hang on. Don't lose any, you've got to remember that nobody is you and that there are strategies we can do to build your clientele, to attain them. But the biggest piece I think a lot of times we're missing is the retaining of them. And that's creating that home. That's why understanding why you have an edge, understanding why they want you, understanding why they might not want you, some audits of some things you might need to do, things like that. Oh, Maddie, thank you. She says, I think some people are submitting the questions through the question box. Thank you. I will check that. Oh my gosh, you always have my back. I love that. I know, fancy fireworks. I want to move to a new city far from where I'm currently at. What is the best place to get clients in the new city? You need to wear your nails. You need to wear your nails. And then you need to find your hair artist as soon as possible and step into a salon. Your lash artist as soon as possible. Something that you're engaging with the industry, okay? And then you need to create a social presence in that area on your social media. It doesn't have to be hard, just need to be consistent. And then interact with those local businesses. Interact with them. Not in a way of like, hey, come to me to get your nails done. Hey, come to me to get your nails done. Like in a way of like, I freaking love this of you. Oh my gosh, this is so my style. I love this, blah, blah, blah. And they start looking at your page, and their people who are on their page start looking at you, because the way the algorithm works is who you interact with can then show more of you to them. So find your ideal client in that city. So interact personally, interact like online, and then find your ideal client in that area that's online and start interacting with them. It starts to show your work. And then you need to make sure your social media is like welcoming, ready, easy for them to book through, showing exactly what they're going to leave with, just like that. There's some more things, but that's a great way to get started. Okay, I am going to go to the question box. Oh my gosh, I have so many questions here from other, okay, there we go. How to handle business boundaries with clients when it comes to going on maternity leave and they're nervous to go to another tech. It's a great question. I think it comes down to how you present it. I think you need to reassure them that you'll be back, that you want to be back, that you're so excited to share with them what it's like when you're a mom, but that you need this income, that you're planning on coming back. And then you say, let me select a couple people for you. Not like go to anybody, like let me like select a couple people for you who I feel would do the same thing. Maybe make sure you vet with those people, that's okay. And then maybe you book them for them. Like, let me book you with them. And it's ideal if you know how long you're taking off. So then you can book them with them and then book their next appointment back with you. That is the best way to ensure you're going to get your clientele back, is that you book them through that leave and then book their first one back with you. Does that make sense? And then truly just being honest, like you're coming back. I got you. I want you back. That same make the home. I want you back. I want to be here with you. I want to share that part of my life with you. I just need some time to recover, be with my baby. And honestly, my business got better when I had babies because my boundaries were really great. So booking them with people so they're not texting you all the time on your maternity leave, and then booking them on their first one back with you is helpful. If you feel like you can't do that, be like, I absolutely will be texting you personally to get you booked. That is important. Instead of, we love these systems we have, these online booking. Hey, everybody go book yourself online. That's great. But the best way to ensure you'll have a job when you're coming back, aside from booking them for that first one, is then sending out a text to everybody saying, I will be back on this date. I'm now booking appointments for this. Text me back individually. Let's get you on the schedule. And then when they come back in, get them booked in your normal rhythm pattern. But they just need to know they still have a home with you. They need to know they still have a home with you. And that you're going to like this nail tech. I know it's not me. I love that you feel that way about me. I want you back. Let's get you booked through that and then booked with me again. They'll be okay. Okay. And Lindsay, that's hard. You said you have a full clientele where you're at now. Something else you can do with your full clientele is ask them to write little reviews, little testimonials to you on their stories, or even in DM, and ask them if you can share them, and then share social proof. Like if people saying, I love my nails, they've never lasted so long. Using social proof, other people. That's why I'm like, hey, if you've been somebody I've worked with business, share it here. tell everybody about it here, because that means more. I need what I give you to actually make a difference. You need what you give to your clients to actually solve their nail problems and give them what they need. Same. Social proof is a great way where, again, we're using the clients in your chair to build your clientele. Ooh, I love it. Jamina said, coffee stands. Get baristas to pass out your card. Get your nails on baristas. People, checkouts all the time. Oh, I love your nails. Oh, I love your nails. Oh my gosh, this is the person. This is the person. This is the person. Oh, here's their Instagram. Here's their Instagram. Here's their Instagram. You just need to have it ready for them to have something to land, something to see when they get there. Think of your Instagram as a free portfolio. Okay. Here's my situation. I was part-time. This is Polished So Pretty. I was part-time, went full-time starting March 2024. Thanks to current administration, my full-time government job, I was released not even a week ago. Now I'm trying to rebuild. So you're part-time nails. Let's go. Let's freaking do this. That means you do have clients in the chair, correct? So what I'm going to recommend is you love on those clients so hard, and then you tell them. So it kind of can feel like you're being salesy. You're not. You guys step into the fact that this is something you offer. And if they don't know you offer it and want other clients, how are they supposed to know? It's sharing. I'm building my clientele. I would love more clients like you. So please feel free to share about me. Something else you can do, because you never want to appear desperate. You need to give a sense of urgency. Make sure you're rebooking those clients. Every single appointment, you have to rebook those clients. You have to before they leave your chair. Something called object permanence, out of sight, out of mind. It not only guarantees, or hopefully you've got some policies in place, but it lets you know that you have work ahead. It creates that home. It invites them back. Something as simple as, I'm adding new clients into my schedule. Let's get you booked to make sure that you get an ideal time for you, because I want to prioritize my current clients. I want to make sure I can get all of you in, and I'm not giving away that spot to someone else. Now, I'm not saying book them a year in advance. That's tricky. When you're building, that feels very tempting. We need wiggle room as you're building to adjust pricing, to make sure things are fitting, to check what offerings you have, because maybe you're not offering something that people want. People value things in different locations. So that is something I talk about in my mentorship that you may be interested in, because part of my mentorship is building your clientele. I can't find clients. I can't retain clients. I don't know what to do with clients. I don't know how to maintain this. I don't want to get burnt out. The other side is I might be burnt out, or I don't know how I'm going to get my clients to pay more, or I've done everything I think I can do. What else can I do to make money in this industry? How else can I grow? How can I explore outside the chair? What are your experiences, Hillary? What are your experiences here? What are the experiences with thousands of nail techs that I've worked with? That is what I'm sharing in this mentorship. Okay. Scary time for myself and others, definitely different from last year. Yes, and we will get through this. And the way we get through this is maintaining our creativity. It's a way to rebel against the hard times by staying in that mindset of flow and creativity and building. You can do this. I would love to help you. I moved from Utah to Kansas. Kansas's cost of living is cheaper. Should I change my prices? Great question. Your pricing should be based on what it costs you to run your business and what it costs you to live, 100%. Now, if you are running your numbers, those in my mentorship get my pricing for profits calculator for free. If you're not in my mentorship and you want that, it's available on my website, the formula to pricing your profits for free. You can also DM me. I'll send you a direct link. DM me and I'll send you a discounted link. How does that sound? You get it for free in my mentorship, and Cut Perfectionism, and 3 months of my nail art membership. And during the mentorship, I grant classes of all my online classes according to what my people need. But If you find, okay, my pricing covers everything, and then you look around, now I never say compare, but if you know you're covering those two things, okay, and I'm not talking like cost of living, like bare minimum. I'm talking you're accounting for vacations, you're accounting for in your business needing to buy a new lamp, continued education, things like that. Not bare minimum, because as we've learned here, shit changes, right? As we've talked. So once you have that in place and you're like, mine are still like where I have them right now, look around only at that point and see what the local prices are, because one of the dirtiest things you can do is undercut other nail techs, and it hurts our entire industry. You want a community of nail techs. You want a community of nail techs where you live, because we feed each other clients. Make a good relationship with a nail tech who has a full clientele. You will build your business so damn fast. So fast. So go get your nails done by somebody. Have your nails on previously so they see your work. Be like, I just didn't want to do my own nails this time. Build a relationship. Look around. Don't undercut. Okay, that's just one thought on it. Not too many policies and scare clients away, but clear, easy, reasonable policies. Okay. I'm doing my research to also specialize in what is missing in the state, and I'm in to see if it's something I'm willing to study on, and that way get clients that have been looking for those services. So that is your edge. Seeing what your edge is in the industry. Structured gel manis did not exist. I'm just going to say it. When I brought on gel, it was only gel polish. And I was like, this is not the smartest way to do this. I want to be able, I don't want to soak them off every time. I don't want to re-prep their nail plate every time. That's not healthy for the nails. I want to rebalance these. Okay, I can double up my base. Okay, now I can rebalance these, but now they're growing their nails longer. I need to give them a little structure. I had Erica ask me once, did you make up that phrase? I'm like, honestly, I think I did. A structured gel mani. Because even in our salon, we have gel polish and then in parentheses, structured gel mani, because you have to speak the language they know. And then when they come in, this is how we do it. And then they get that retention, and then they have that unique experience of that edge, and then they don't go away. I think that's a great, great idea. Okay, are we having more questions? Well, so many of you are joining. Ask business questions. That is what we are doing in this live. Hi, Tandra, Miss Nail Mom Chronicles. How can I approach a potential client without being too pushy? Where are you approaching them? I think there always has to be a little class and tact. Like, you don't want to be like, those nails look kind of rough. Can I fix it? But if you're like, cute nails, and they're like, oh, thanks. And then maybe they'll tell you something they don't love about it, right? Or like, if they have naked nails, be like, ooh, you have pretty nail beds. Thanks. I thought about getting doing whatever. Oh, I do nails. I love doing nails. Make sure your nails are done. That's tricky for us nail techs. But if you're building a clientele, it's important to have your nails done. And I'm not always perfect at that. I get it. But if you're building, looking for potential clients, wear your work. And I do nails. I'd love to have you. What do you like on your nails? Tell me, what are the problems? I have some different products I try. I don't just do one way. Oh my gosh. Shut up. That'd be so fun. Here's my Instagram. Here's my phone number. A lot of people don't do cards. I think cards through like a barista window, a quick exchange, awesome. But be quick to be able to say, here's my Insta, here's my phone number. Have a card on hand if you need to hand them a quick phone number. Something like that, amazing, amazing. Some people have the QR codes people can scan. Love that. I always feel like going up to them and talking about it makes me feel desperate. For sure. You need to solve a problem for people. So, absolutely mention their, compliment them, something, and you're not trying to steal clients either. It's important to carry some tact with that. But so I kind of need to know the setting you're approaching them in. But yeah. Okay, Nikki, I am switching salons, moving to a bigger city. I had full books at my current salon. When I move, my prices will increase. Some clients are following me, but most are not. Suggestions to build. Yes. So it makes sense that your prices are going to have to increase if you're moving to a bigger city, because your cost of living is probably going to go up. And possibly cost of business for sure. So those clients you do have, if they have friends that live in that area, great. I mean, I travel almost an hour to my lash artist, and she's slowly moved further and further away from me, but I have the value to her. And people ask me all the time who does my lashes. Somebody who lives further from her now goes to her, because they're like, the retention is amazing. So quality is always number one in building there. And then we need to use some strategies like incentivizing the clients, talking in Facebook groups. I've seen a lot of posts like, I do nails, come get your nails done. So those are like a dime a dozen. Instead, be like, talk to the problem they're having in these local Facebook groups or something like, hey guys, if you have crusty overgrown cuticles, that is my favorite thing to work on. I do nails, like, consider coming to me. I have a couple openings. I'm new in the city. I am, starting to fill up, but like, that's like my favorite thing. Or like, if you're having issues with retention with your nails, I love to problem solve and focus on like getting your nail product to work for you, because you do have options, and I am trained in multiple things. I would love to help solve that problem with you and work with you on that. It's a great way to do it. Solve problems for your clients. So you were part-time, full-time, part-time, now full-time. Do several standings and rebookings. Now I'm trying to fill in the gaps. I'm afraid that the ones I want in my wait list fell. Okay, so wait lists are tricky to me. I think you should always be taking new clients, just willing to say you don't have room, but check back again. I will be posting when I have openings, things like that. Now, the beauty of a wait list is you have client information. I feel like this is like really, there we go. You have client content information. So however you guys communicated before, if you text, like you guys just posting on your social media, even the people who want to get into you won't always see it. I literally just got a message like, tell me next time you're in Vegas. I didn't know you were here. I had a class in Vegas. I had openings, and I even brought an extra kit. I advertised it like crazy. You almost have to assume nobody is seeing your Instagram, and that means continue to post. But that means you need another way to contact them as well. So hopefully you have more than their Instagrams. Maybe you have their phone number. You can send a text out. Hey, I'm doing this. I've got a couple spaces. They probably will fill up quickly. Make sure there's a little urgency there. Not lying. Like your hope is you're going to send, I'm sending this to multiple people. I hope it fills up quickly. I would love to have you though. Utilize that wait list. And if you don't hear back, don't chase. Hello, greeting from Ireland. I love this. They fell off and you don't think they'll come back. Incentivize them. Offer something new. Maybe you're not doing gel toes and you need to be willing to do gel toes so they can get their nails and toes done at the same time. You got to be willing to try a few different things that way. Since watching your toes only or Express Toes workshop, I have offered toes only. Literally, Summer, I did not see that comment, and I just was talking about toes. That is one of the ways my last girls that I was working with in my mentorship, we started bringing her in more money, was being willing to do toes and toes only. That is a great class. If you're in the mentorship, you want to join it, that starts tomorrow, that is a class I granted her for free. And a dry pedi class, because once you're in my inner circle of mentorship, I am like feeding you as much information as your brains can handle. Yes, I love hearing that. And has it helped your business? Summer, has it helped your business? I sure hope it has. Thank you. When someone compliments your nails, you share. Offer a special bundle. That's another one. I love that. So that goes along with the nails and toes thing. Hey, I'm bringing in gel toes. When you combine it with your nails, you get $5 off. I always did that. Because you're combining it. If you book them together. If you don't book them together, then they're just a normal price. But if you book them together, yeah. It's a lot easier to do 2 services that are guaranteed than to be working for that next client. Even when I had full books, I did that because it kept them really full. Every other nail appointment, I had clients book their nails and toes. And I could do toes in 15, 20 minutes. Such good money. Such good money. And that's what that speed class teaches. I love this. Stay positive, everyone. The ones that value your work, expertise, time will stay. It's true. And even those who do may not be able to. We can never get into our client's pocketbook. We can never guarantee their budget. It is hard when a client drops off. Let's just call it what it is. It's so hard. But it opens up space for others to fill in. Don't discount yourself. Add incentives. Does that make sense? Like taking that bundle deal, I wasn't discounting myself because they can still book them separate and pay full. Balloons now from doing this. But I'm incentivizing them to book another appointment. Love this. Market yourself in all ways possible. Hi, Miss Micah. Micah was also one of my students who's now running her own salon in her home with students like crazy. One of my best friends too, just like Maddie is. So, yeah, I love it. If you guys want to share any, because I have shared that my mentorship starting tomorrow, and I can take one more person. Maybe 2, but I like to keep it so very tight and tiny. So please DM me if you're interested in that. But these are people who've worked with me. If you want to message them to find out information, or if you girls want to chime in and talk about the experience of working together, building your business. But you don't have to, no pressure. You got kicked out. What I wanted to say was adding toes only petty. It's been a hit for those on the budget. Great workshop if you haven't watched it. So that's on my speed gel toes class. Yep. Being willing to add and know what services people value. You need to make sure it works for you. How are you going to answer when in the shop many people comment my nails? They live for them, but I feel strange to promote myself. So what do I do? Oh, babe, people are commenting your nails. Keep that fun energy of thanks. I love them. I love doing them. If you want them done, I'm your girl. If you were talking to a friend, oh my gosh, Hill, I love your nails. Thanks. These ones were some of my favorite I did. That carries through. People want to come to people who love what they do. They do. My hair girl loves what she does. Do I pay her way too much? Yeah, probably. Will I ever go away? Nope. She loves what she does. She stays up on her education. And she does it right. I find a way always to pay her. Micah, I love, love, love toes. Micah is our toe and foot queen. Micah, remember when we taught you dry petties? Can I share this? I hope I can share this. Her income doubled without adding new clients. These are classes I grant for free in my mentorship if you want them. Yes, this is a great point. The gel toes on their own, ticklish clients love it. Clients who don't have bad feet love it. Just the gel toes separate as a separate service. These are all kind of things we go over like mentorship. Do the mentorship if you're wondering, not even just for nails in life. This is amazing. Thanks, Micah. And also I should share that my last mentorship, one of the girls in there also did hair. This is for anybody in our industry building a clientele. Aesthetics, hair, permanent makeup. nails, feet specialists. What have I missed? Like, fill all of that. Suggestions for building community with other techs. Business is growing, but I feel like I'm lacking community. Yeah, you have to be the first one to say hello. This is actually a study that was done on like kids in school and actually bullying. And they found that the person who was willing to say, hey, I like your shirt, or, oh my gosh, those are so pretty, were the ones who weren't bullied, by the way, and were the most popular kids in school. They studied who the most popular kids in school were. And the majority of the time, they were the ones who were willing to say something first, positive. It is how I have built my Instagram. I am still in my search every day, finding nail techs that I think are awesome, commenting on their stuff because I think that look is incredible. If I was inspired by them in my nail art, I give them credit. I mean, that's tricky if you're seeing the same nail art look everywhere, right? But like, it is okay to be the first one to say something. A compliment usually goes a long way, but be the first one. Yeah, there's a scientific study. I listen to these things a lot. I do a lot of business building. I have a business mentor, a coach. I actually pay her a lot, like thousands a month to coach and guide me in my business, which is why I feel very confident now passing on and sharing with all of you, because I've learned so many systems and strategies, not only through my experience and experience of thousands of techs I've worked with and those few that I've worked really closely with, but also from the outside business perspective to really solidify our business as careers. Micah, I love you. Hill will cheer you on in life, not just your career. She'll forever have you in her corner. It's true. I love my people deeply. That's an amazing answer. Thank you. Yes, share. Maddie says, couldn't have said it better for myself. By far the best, most life-changing decision you'll make for yourself. It makes me like a little emotional because it does feel vulnerable to share these things. And it's not because, look how high I am. Look at me. I have had everything figured out. It's no, because like I'm not actually anyone special. I am just like you. I've been in the trenches. I have needed the money to be able to eat the next day. I have had clients canceling. I have switched salons. I have stopped doing nails for 5 months thinking I'd never do it again, and then came back and built a huge business and a whole new clientele. I've done it. There are systems that help, and having somebody troubleshoot with you one-on-one is so very, very helpful. And that's where that mentorship come in. How do you join the mentorship? Liv, why don't you DM me right away and say, hey, talk to me about the mentorship. You can also email me, but let's just talk, whatever's the easiest way. Let's make sure it's a good fit. And then we can talk about how we can make it work for you if it's a good fit, because it's probably my very top focus right now. This and the nail art membership. Business question. Taryn, you guys, Taryn is having a networking event. Oh my gosh, and I get to be a sponsor. Taryn, I know I've got to get those certificates to you. What is one thing that keeps you motivated and confident on days you may feel overwhelmed or down? Is that business? Yeah, it's business. Yesterday was a hard day for me that way. Even though it was my day off, I felt a lot of pressure about what I had to accomplish today. I had a meeting with my business coach. I had an onboarding. That part wasn't stressful. Oh, there's a private Zoom onboarding, right? When you join the membership, just me and you one-on-one before we have group meetings too. So group and private, and then private talking through Voxer all week. But move. You got to move, Taryn. I literally was like, I'm putting a load of laundry in. And then what is the quickest, easiest task I can do to feel a sense of accomplishment in my business? So I sat down and set up my automatic email reminders for all of my mentorship. So it was like click, 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 few clicks because I already had the templates and stuff. So move. So 2 ways to move. 1, clear your space somehow. Started my laundry. 2, quickest and easiest thing to feel a sense of accomplishment in your business. And once you start moving, you can keep moving. If you find yourself spinning out, then we might need, like they've proven that you're more productive if you take a 10-minute break. Go for a walk. Come back. Move. Physically move. Clear your space. Small accomplishment. I feel that one deep. I feel that one really deep. And I know you're working hard with your networking event. And I bought my ticket. I'm going to her networking event. And I think you're doing great things for other nail techs. But we all have overwhelmed down days. And this is where we then move physically, move less accomplishment, and then reach out for support. Reach out for support. Yeah. And that's what I try to do in my mentorship is be that support. My clients are still crying about not soaking in water, and it's been 2 years since I provided water pedicures. Have you integrated some sort of it? This is just a quick little idea. This goes back to offerings, things we offer. If they love it so much, I'm serious, do the entire dry pedi. Entire dry pedi, including gel toes, so the toes are done. Make it a separate service you charge for, but all the way. And then give them a soak. Say, now is your 10-minute soak with choose your flavor of your soak. I give you a drink. Here's a magazine or pull up your book or headphones. And I give you a quiet, private 10-minute soak. I'll be back to do your massage. Go set up your next client. Get things ready for them. Finish them with a massage. Or hot, wet towels. At the end, wipe them down with hot, wet towels. Wrap their foot in a hot towel. All that yummy. It's the heat. It feels good. Then do a massage at the end. You can mix and match. Just you need to do all your dry pedicure stuff before your wet pedicure stuff for safety and being able to see what you're exfoliating and stuff. Nails by Katie joined. Katie's another one of my past students. Oh, my girl showing up on this is like making me a little emotional because like I care so deep. So I love you guys. If you want to chime in anything, feel free. Okay. Oh my gosh, Micah. Hill also taught me to cheer others on, like she just said. You want cheerleaders around you in your same work area. It's not competition. That cheer you on will always think of you. Yep. Establish yourself as the one that's inclusive. Your clientele will build. Beyond the chair. Like in my mentorship, 4 of my artists are working on we first have to tidy up and make sure things are working for them in the chair, making more money in less time, because we all want that. And once you get to the point where you're in so much demand and you're not necessarily building the clientele, but you're at that point, then we're going to explore really tidying that up. And then we're going to explore outside the chair options and to add on without working more hours, making space within it. Which Micah has done, Maddie has done, Katie has done, who just got on here. Bombshell Nails, Myrina, she's in my next program in the mentorship if you guys want to join her along with Jamina. I'm worried I haven't seen all of you. Micah, and those other texts you comment on their posts will always do the same for you. What if you're sick? Who will you send your clients to? Nice friend who has been kind on social media. Who won't try to steal your clients, you guys? You support each other. It's an amazing process. You're so excited about the mentorship. I am too. This was kind of my last, like, I'm going to let people join like right now, even though we have been set, but I had this like pull in me last night. I feel like there's like one or two people. Like last time I did not talk about this business stuff ahead of time and offer this close, but you know when you just feel like there's like one or two more of something? I'm just trusting my gut here. Maddie says, Micah, yes, and clients notice too. So many of my clients ask about and check in on you. And if I ever need to send them to someone else, you were top of the list because they felt comfortable. So now Maddie and Micah used to both work at my salon. Now Micah has her own home salon, and Maddie and she still collaborate and support each other. Isn't that awesome? Okay. I'm so excited about the mentorship too. Oh, I love how you guys are helping each other. Okay. Your teeth are amazing. Thank you. I had to do adult Invisalign because my teeth shifted after babies and life and everything. And now I'm like diehard about wearing my retainer. I appreciate the lives you do. I was missing you. Finally got on again. I will be better about announcing lives too. Taryn, I'm glad you're excited. I'm coming. I'm excited to come support you and like learn from the things you set up. I know you put tons of work into this networking event, so I am excited. Yep, I love this. See, Maddie and Micah are chiming in with adding wet pedicures with it. Hi, I followed you so long. I've always wanted to take your courses. Do it. I have so many online courses. The mentorship is available to anyone in the world. Last person I worked with, one of them was in the UK. And she's staying on. She's going to continue in the mentorship because it helped her so much. And we had such a great connection where we're building our business. We have big goals now. They missed the water one. Okay, you guys are helping each other. Hi, Beauty. Hi, Brain Sick Nails. That's my girl. She was just in an in-person class with me. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and wish I could have just done nail tech school. Never learned e-file. Could I make the switch without going to full-blown nail tech school? I'm laughing because Micah, who's been chiming in here, she's a cosmetologist. And we took her full. Like, she went full. She loved nails so much. Before I even met her, she's like, I'm all nails. And then she did classes from me. She worked next to me. Like, Micah was on this side of me. Maddie was on this side of me. Katie was right there, like in the salon. You can totally make the switch. 100% you can make the switch. Yep, we got to get your quality there. We got to give you some strategies for building clientele. 100% you can make that switch. Hi, Holly. But you need to make sure that nails fall underneath your cosmetology license. I want to add that in your state. In Utah, they do. And then also Maddie weighed in that you can also like basically find somebody to shadow as long as your licensing covers it. I have a lot of online classes. We can support you for sure. Joni. I love Joni. Joni's been to my classes too before. It's all about, some people feel like there's competition in a small town. Try to cheer on everyone you can. Oh, you guys, this is fun. Taryn. Oh my gosh. You definitely need to be mentored by Hillary. I did the MET. So MET is Master Educator Training that I do with Erica from Erica's ATA. We do it in person. Well, we did. We're not doing it in person this year. I did MET, and honestly, she's a true inspiration and professional. 110 recommend. Thanks, babe. I love seeing what you're doing. We need you. Her online course is amazing, so informative and encouraging. Oh my gosh, Holly, thank you. Yes, you're in Utah, so that's perfect. Yes, babe. Also, licensed cosmetologist, barely learned anything in school for nails. Very common, unfortunately. Some schools really do it, but many don't. Didn't have much mentorship starting out. Practice, learn, watch these mentors online, and don't give up. Yeah, and do my mentorship. Let's dive in. Let me help you. Okay, we've been on for about an hour. This has been amazing. So, yes, my mentorship. It is available to, I know there's like one or two more of you. Oh, I don't, like, it feels weird saying it, but there's just something in me that's like, we almost have our complete little groups. So if you have questions, please immediately DM me. I'll voice message you back. And we'll work out what we got to work out financially to make it work for you, because there's just some strong pull in me that's saying there's just a couple more. So I would love to have you. It's 10 weeks. We meet on Tuesdays for an hour for a group class. Then we speak all week long, troubleshooting, doing different things on Voxer, which is a separate like walkie-talkie type app. I mean, I have literally looked at leases for people, looked at pricing things, advised in what questions to ask for different things. I have somebody who did it as her last ditch effort. It was her Hail Mary, and I didn't even know that. When she started at the very end, she told me it was. Now she has days off to go do Pilates and facials. She's making more money in less time, and she's working on 2 different forms of education. She's killing it, and she's happy again in her career. Another one who I got a message, and she's like, I have 10 new clients already. You have to work the program. You have to be willing to work the program in the mentorship. It is an investment. Some of these things take time. You have to be willing to like keep working it over and over and over. It is investing in your future, working with me in the mentorship. But I promise you, I am in your corner, and this is a top priority for me. I feel like I missed a couple messages. Maddie, if you're looking for a sign, take this as your sign. I'm so glad I caught the last little bit. So happy to see your beautiful face, hear your voice. I love you. There's always new things to learn. The nail industry is evolving all the time. I specialize in nails, did courses for eyebrows and lashes, still deciding if I want to implement those services. That's something you can add on. That's amazing. Maddie, the regret of not doing it will far outweigh any of the questions, worries you have about taking the chance. Here's the deal. If you're like hard no on the mentorship, that means you're just okay with how things are right now. You're not wanting to grow. And so that's hard to sit with. If you want something new, you have to do something new. I have taken these chances on myself so many times. I need you to understand. I know. I freaking know how you're feeling. And so if you're fine with how things are, you want to grow, but it hasn't been happening, you're feeling burnt out, but you don't know what to do about it, but you're like, it's no for me, I don't want to do the mentorship, that just means you're okay with how things are. So sit with that for a minute. And if you're like, oh, that doesn't feel right, send me a DM. Yeah. Okay. An hour in. I loved answering all those questions. I don't think we missed anything. I will save this. You love these lies. So empowering. Thanks, Hillary. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for asking questions that I know multiple people have. Thank you for helping each other. This is about a community that is involved in the mentorship as well. Joni, any chance you can get to take a class from Hill, your life and spark for doing nails will reignite your love of what you are doing. Thanks, Joni. I sure love my community, and when I love hard. And I want you to know this is not because I was given any special opportunities. I didn't have a mentor. I freaking did things wrong that I don't want you to do wrong. I want you to be able to skip over mistakes and learn things I've learned along the way in a much faster way so you can launch yourself further in your career. And I'll help you along the way. I'll help you find the words. I'll help you find the right systems. Have an amazing rest of your day, night. Thanks, Glammy Nails. I'm going to let you all go, and I will head to my DMs for any questions about the mentorship. But regardless, you will make it through this time if you're in a low time. If you are ready to do some things different, and then you can make it through if you're feeling overwhelmed as well, and too many clients and waitlist, and you don't know what to do. And I can help you with both of those situations. So let's make things work for you. Okay. Nail Fairy Godmother, go make things your own magic. And thanks for joining me today on a business live. That was fun. I liked it. Those of you just joining, I'm going to go save this to my page so you can watch it. Okay. Bye.